Interesting facts about baboons. Baboons are one of the Old World monkeys, which are known as intelligent, social, and environmentally friendly animals. This monkey has a medium to large size, and today lives throughout Africa and some parts of Arabia. The baboon, also known as the short-tailed baboon, can be found in 5 different species. This animal lives most of its life on the ground and is of interest to wildlife enthusiasts because of its special and interesting social life. Types of baboons. In general, there are 5 different species of baboons, which are olive baboon, Guinea baboon, Chakma, or nose baboon, yellow baboon, holy baboon. The sacred baboon is distinguished from other species by its bright red face and life among boulders. Other species are generally known as Savannah baboons. It should be noted that researchers are still not sure about this type of classification because, throughout history, some different species of baboons have mated together and some species may actually be subspecies. Appearance characteristics of the baboon. Baboons are large and powerful monkeys that spend most of their time on the ground. This animal has a large head, a long dog-like snout, a strong brow line to protect the eyes, and a pouch-shaped cheek that it uses to temporarily store its food. Male baboons are usually twice the size of females and have scary, sharp canines that help protect them from external threats. The exact size of these teeth depends on the type of baboon. The baboon's body is covered with fur, giving the animal a wild appearance, and it also has long manes that stretch over its shoulders. The face and buttocks area of this animal are without fur, but it has a strong skin. The color of different types of baboons varies from olive green to yellow, silver, and brown. The biggest and the smallest baboon. The size of different types of baboons is different. It is said that the Cape baboon is the largest species and the Guinea baboon is the smallest species. Behavioral characteristics of baboons. Baboons are extremely social and intelligent animals that live in large groups and usually have deep bonds with their group members. This close relationship may last for the rest of their lives. The number of members in the group of baboons varies, but sometimes it can have several hundred members. The groups are composed of both males and females and their children, who establish close relationships with each other by feeding, sleeping, and cleaning. During the day, they are divided into smaller groups. These subgroups consist of 4 or 5 females, the young, and a dominant male baboon who takes the lead and tries to outwit the other male baboons. Keep away from the group. Sacred baboons usually live in much smaller groups, consisting of about 12 females and a lone alpha male. The reason for the group life of baboons is to protect themselves from threats and enemies. They are constantly on the lookout for dangerous predators, especially when they are outdoors, and they make a loud barking sound when they see danger. When in danger, the males start running to attack, while the females and the cubs move to safe areas in the trees and hide. Baboons communicate in different ways, such as through vocal communication, facial expressions, and even their tails. They are very adaptable and adapt to different conditions. However, their population is gradually decreasing due to hunting and the destruction of habitats by humans. The place where the baboon lives. Baboons are now found all over the continent of Africa as well as some parts of Arabia. Their habitats are very wide, however, they have greatly decreased in size compared to the past. The baboon can live in a wide variety of habitats, including savannas, forests, rocky deserts, and rainforests, provided there is enough water. The sacred baboon lives in the rocky deserts located in the hills along the Red Sea coastline, in northeastern Africa, and in areas of the western Arabian Peninsula. The olive baboon is the most widespread species, whose habitat extends from west to east in a wide range of areas. While the Guinea baboon's habitat is limited to a small area in the west, and the yellow baboon lives in the east, the largest the species, the nose baboon, also lives in the far south. Baboon food. The baboon is an omnivore that feeds on a wide variety of plants and small animals, and fruits, seeds, hard roots, and flowers, along with insects, animal eggs, lizards, and rodents, make up the majority of its diet. Forms. Since this monkey has a large body and great strength, sometimes it needs to use bigger sources of food, such as young deer. In some areas where the habitat of baboons is occupied by humans, these animals attack the fields and destroy the crops. For this reason, they are referred to as a kind of agricultural pest. The baboon has a set of large, flat molars that it uses to crush plants and store the excess food in its flexible cheek pouches for later use. The enemy of the baboon, because of their large size and the fact that they spend most of their lives on the ground, baboons have many enemies, the most important of which are wildcats such as lions, leopards, and cheetahs, large pythons, African wild dogs, and birds of prey also prey on small and vulnerable baboons. The birth of the baboon. Baboons can reproduce throughout the year and do not have a specific time for mating, but it has been seen that mating and childbirth have reached their peaks at certain times of the year depending on their location. When the female baboon is ready to mate, the dominant male baboon of the subgroup strongly defends its right to mate. However, female baboons usually mate with many males during their lifetime. The pregnancy period of a female baboon lasts about 6 months. After this period, a baby is born, which grabs its mother's fur immediately after birth and clings to her newborn. Baboons are different in color from their parents. They are protected by the group until about 2 months later, when they grow adult fur. Young females stay with their mother in the group and often have a very close relationship until the end of their lives, while young males are forced to leave the group and prove their abilities in other groups. Longevity of the baboon. The lifespan of a baboon is between 15 and 40 years. The danger of baboon extinction. Baboons have significantly adapted to the growing human population in their natural habitats, but in areas where there is overlap between the habitat of this animal and residential areas, these animals have been seen attacking crops and destroying them. Hunting of baboons by humans, deforestation, and agriculture are the main factors contributing to the decrease in the population of this animal. 4 species of baboon are currently classified as least threatened with extinction in the near future, while the Guinean baboon is listed as near threatened. Interesting facts about baboons. Baboons have been living with human ancestors for several million years. The oldest baboon fossil is a skull discovered in South Africa that appears to be 2 million years old. The daily schedule of baboons is a little similar to that of humans. They usually wake up early in the morning, spend some time in the group before they go looking for food, and spend their daytime hours looking for food, feeding, resting, and cleaning. Spend and sleep at night. Although baboons go to the top of the tree when they sleep for more security. They spend almost the rest of their lives on the ground and roam in search of water and food. It has been seen that this animal travels kilometers every day and only rests in the shade to avoid the midday sun. This animal is able to walk more than 4 kilometers between sunrise and sunset. Like many primates, baboons engage in social grooming by removing parasites, dead skin, and dirt from each other's fur, which not only creates a stronger social bond but also indicates the baboon's place in the group. Baboons that are groomed have a better position in the group than baboons that do not groom. In order for other males to be accepted in the group, they must establish a relationship with one of the females so that other members of the group will accept them. This process may take months, but the pair will usually be close friends for the rest of their lives. African and Arabian baboons use at least 10 different vocalizations to communicate with other group members. Males and females are often similar in appearance, except that females are smaller and do not have long hair around their necks. Unlike primitive monkeys, the baboon does not have a flexible tail that it can use to move between trees. Baboons are very sensitive to their territory and aggressively defend it and their group against other baboons and predators. This animal was revered in ancient Egyptian culture for its intelligence. The baboon was a symbol of the god Thoth and was sometimes depicted as the guardian of the dead in the underworld. A type of monkey known as the king baboon is actually a mandrill, which is known by this name because of its appearance similarity with baboons, but it is a different species from the Old World monkeys and a type of African baboon. The gladder baboon, or bloody heart baboon, is a type of short-tailed monkey of the Old World, whose appearance is very similar to baboons, but it is not considered a baboon.